training back up in Toronto again?
Yeah, that's where I was this summer. I spent like a month at the start in Dallas. That's where my girlfriend lives, so I was there for a bit training, and then the rest of the summer back in Toronto.
Who in Dallas are you skating with? I mean, who else is in that area?
Oh, just local guys. I mean, her brother plays hockey, so I'm skating with him, and it's kind of the chill part of the summer too. Don't want to be doing too much, so mostly just training, not a lot of skating there, but then ramping it up when I got back to Toronto. So.
You weren't working with any NHLers out in Dallas? No Brent Burns or anything like that?
No, a lot of NHL guys in Toronto, but I guess not a lot of them stay down in Dallas. So.
Yeah. Well, what did you focus on kind of this summer, just sort of take that next step?
Yeah, I mean, obviously last year was kind of a tough year for me back in Sudbury with injuries and trade stuff, and didn't really get a full season there. So just working on my conditioning a bit this summer and slimming down a bit, losing some body fat, and me did the testing today, and it's looking good, and I'm happy with where I'm at here. But yeah, just getting faster, stronger, and honestly on ice, just still working on defensive stuff, as silly as it might seem in the summer. But I think that's I think I got the tools to play at the NHL level, but just dialing in those things defensively and positioning wise, still working at those even in the off season.
Most guys talk about wanting to add strength over the summer, so it sounds like you slimmed down. Can you say what you slimmed down to, and your body fat goal too?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did body fat today. I think I'm at 9 right now,
okay.
which is good. I was sitting at around 12 at Dev Camp, so it's good to see hard work pay off that way. And obviously still getting stronger. Just losing fat doesn't mean you're getting weaker, but still putting on muscle. I still weigh the same I did as before, but just slimming that body fat down is helping me just with energy, stuff like that, and quickness, all that stuff. So
what is the weight at?
200. So yeah, still the same.
What goes into that in terms of just losing body fat? Like you don't want to lose weight, but just losing the body fat. What exactly kind of goes into that, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's different in the summer. During the year you can kind of eat whatever you want. You're burning a lot of calories. Just
right.
You need that food to get you through the season, stuff like that. And just in the off season, especially the back half of this off season, just paying close attention what's going in your body. Hitting your protein goals. Just doing that. It's tough, especially in the summer when you're wanting to have fun, you want to go for dinner, stuff like that. But that's just something I felt I had to do to, have a chance of making the roster this year, and I'm happy with the way it went.
What did you take away from that year, and just a few little experience at the American League level, and was that part of it too? Like, hey, I gotta make these certain improvements, learning from that experience, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. I was coming off a recent injury when I, came into the AHL at the end of the year there, and was a little timid those games I got into, but it was good to get the pace of it down, and you have a lot less time out there and stuff, so it's good to get that experience in, and take it into this year, and where I can be myself again, playing wise, physical and stuff like that. So it feels good to have that under my belt.
You had any conversations with John MacArthur, your Mike Greer, about what they want to see from you this year at all, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think no conversations in particular, but just I think the time's now for this team, and I want to be a part of that. So just try my best, this rookie camp and then main camp to make that team. That's my goal and my dream, and that's what I want to do this year.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think you played a couple of games against Saginaw last year with Misa and Chernishaw. What did you kind of take away from that experience, just playing against guys? What does Mike bring to this organization, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I've had the displeasure, you would say, of playing against him, and for the last 3 years, because he had exceptional status as well, and it's fun to watch him kind of grow. I mean, everyone kind of struggles at the start, and he didn't really struggle at all, really, but he had some injuries and some tough years. That's what a lot of people go through, but it was good to see a player like him bloom last year and have that year he did. And it's been fun to watch him throughout the years, and fun to finally be part of the same team, same organization.
How much can you
Take a
relate?
couple more.
How much can you relate to him? I mean, you didn't make the Team USA World Juniors. He didn't make Team Canada World Juniors. And you guys really, we're top prospects. And obviously, he's here and he signs today. You're in the AHL now. It looks like you're, pushing for an NHL spot. How much have you guys maybe talked or bonded over that? Like just that drive that you guys might share because of those maybe disappointments in your hockey careers.
Yeah, I mean, I was injured for
Right,
juniors,
right.
so I wouldn't say it was, it was disappointing, not being there, but I think I would have had a good shot at
Right.
making it. But for him, he's still got a lot of time. He's a 2007 birthday. He's still got another year of World Juniors. So, I'm sure, if the Sharks allow him, he'll be there. So, he's got a lot of, hope there to represent his country. And, obviously it hurts me not being able to, participate in that again. So, but, yeah, I don't think we really talked about that too much. So.
I feel like, you've done a lot physically and something down the frustrations of last year with the injury and the trade stuff. I don't know, you came in today, you just seem to have a little bit more pep in your step. Do you feel like this summer kind of refreshed your mind a little bit more, just clean slate? How much do you think that helped kind of come into this year, kind of knowing what more certainty, right? No trade stuff, obviously you're past the injury. How much has that helped on the mental side?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the more you're prepared, the more confident you're going to be coming in here. And I feel like I did a great job of preparing myself for this camp. And, yeah, so the confidence is going to come with that. And, yeah, when I'm on the ice, the confidence is going to be there.
I think this is your
Last one here.
third camp, I think it is, a rookie camp. What do you tell maybe some of the newer guys here? I mean, I'm sure you're one of the quote veterans of these rookie camps. What do you tell some of the new guys, whether it's a Misa or it's a Ravensburg and as a goalie? What do you talk to maybe some of the guys who are doing this for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of experience in this organization between coaches and management and stuff like that. So they're hearing a lot of that stuff from them. And yeah, I'm not there to be a bad guy and kind of tell them things to do. I'm just there to be their friend and kind of if they have questions, answer them, stuff like that. Just being a teammate is really my focus for the guys coming in.